She is Halo is going to let us know where we are at with the Assange case, what public pressure has done, and what we can do in the upcoming days that we have available. So, Halo, welcome. Thank you for coming to our call. Take it away.
Thank you, Melissa. I love y'all's energy, and in the vein of telling y'all about a win, um, I feel like a win I've had is you reaching out and offering to bring this fight to your group. And overall, I would say Bobby Kennedy talking about on the first day in office, freeing Assange has been a huge win for all of us that have been at this for, well, for me, the better part of a decade anyway. So thank you so much. I don't know how much everybody knows. Monday is a court date for Julian. He has a court date coming up where the UK High Court is going to decide whether he is allowed to um, appeal their extradition decision. I cannot say with any sort of the speculation is pretty wild about what is going to happen on Monday because they are using his case to set precedents. So we can't look back and say, well, when they did this to so and so, this is what happened because they've never done this before. So every time is a new time. What we do have that is very positive in terms of I feel like we're closer to freeing Julian than we have ever been. One, because of all the public awareness. Thank you, Mr. Kennedy. Um, and also just because of just the diligent work internationally to get this out to the public. Right now, we are lucky enough to have a House resolution in the House of Representatives. It's called House Resolution 934. It was it's basically this letter that says that we hold the First Amendment to protect regular journalistic activities, and we think that the charges against Julian Assange should be dropped. We have about 12 signatories. We just got Chuy Garcia from Illinois, just signed yesterday. And we are hot and heavy hitting these all the representatives kind of across the board between phone calls and letter drives. We're also doing letter drives that are for where we're writing to the members of the U.S. Judiciary Select Subcommittee on the weaponization of the federal government, asking them to open a case against or open an investigation into the case against Assange. So we're not just doing, we got a lot of strategies in play and we feel pretty hopeful, but the biggest thing that we really need help with is the phone calls. They're definitely making a difference when we call, and other people have told me they're saying, oh well, we're getting a lot of mail about Assange, and we're getting a lot of phone calls when they inquire to some of the aides. So we really just need all the help we can get on that. And I've given Melissa a list of who we're kind of trying to target, especially tomorrow. um, that's our last business day ahead of this next court date. So I guess she can share that with you. But even if if you're willing to call people outside of your own reps, obviously call your own reps. And if you have time, if you can call the DC office, that's great. But for your own reps, if you can also call their local offices, some of them have more than one local office. And so they just get reports. Do you know what I mean? Once a week of this many, people called about this or that. And it's nice to just have Julian's name anywhere we can get it. So any calls like that, obviously calling the White House and the Department of Justice. Yeah, that I so appreciate y'all's willingness. Like I feel like what Melissa was saying is it isn't even just about one candidate. It's about the issues that he is representing for us, the things that he's bringing out to the public and saying, hey, these things need to be paid attention to, whether it's, everything from COVID to Julian Assange and there's so much more of us than there are of them, but we have to unite to be able to get things done. So, it is definitely nice to be somebody who fights with a fight that has no bipartisanship problems. You know, this literally affects everybody, every American, period. This is our First Amendment. So I appreciate y'all so much for being willing to help out.
Wonderful. So Halo, as you know, we have a Google Doc that we've created with 6 different steps. I broke each step into like a 5-minute increment. If you have 5 minutes, do this. Do you have 5 more minutes? Do this. And I will keep updating it with what you feel is the most urgent activity someone can take at the top. And then, you know, we don't know what Monday will bring. And so Halo and I have agreed that based on that, we will come up with new actions in case we need to do postcards or we just don't even know what the next action.
I have actually another suggestion. It's something we're doing in the Julian Assange fight, but it would probably be something y'all could do for Kennedy. We're going in and we're changing our Wi-Fi thing. Do you know what I mean? Like we're when you're searching for Wi-Fi and it brings up all the lists. I changed mine to free Julian Assange. A lot of us are doing that. That could be something that y'all could do for Bobby Kennedy, is change your change your Wi-Fi thing so that when your neighbor turns on the thing or is trying to connect to Wi-Fi, they'll see Bobby Kennedy's name, because that's what it takes, is all these little tiny things, and that's effortless.
Bobby
Anyway,
Kennedy
just a little
president.
suggestion.
RFK Jr., the number 4 president. But
Yeah.
let's do what we can to get Julian free. That's such a huge, huge important
Thank you.
thing. And Halo, you have just now gotten this group behind you. I wish that I would have thought of contacting you months ago, but we are
I'm so grateful. Like everybody is so grateful. Like I've already talked to several people. I even talked about it at the international meeting that we have on Tuesdays, and everybody kind of just loves Bobby Kennedy. All the, my activist friends, like everybody's super stoked and so grateful, so incredibly grateful.
Well, we have a wonderful group here. So thank you. Thank you so much. We will keep in touch.